I know I've disappeared, okay? But the constant whiplash of things that were occurring, one after another, like, just punch after punch after punch. I just didn't know how to address everything. Like, I'd be like, right, get me notes, and then other fucking 50, 100 million things would happen. Joe's gone. Old news now. Whoever would have thought that was going to fucking happen? And then was like, oh my gosh, she's fucking single, fucking getting these fucking pap walks. And then the dark days came. Matty Healy rumours got confirmed. I could not tell you what that was. Couldn't tell you what it was. I don't even think they could tell you what it was, because it lasted 4 seconds. And in between all this, you had the Diana article coming out talking about Swift-Run in our year of the Lord 2023. I know this is all fucking old now, but it's still blowing my mind. Okay, we'll try and start from the beginning in depth. So obviously Joe goes. People were speculating about it. And I was like, I'm just here for the ride. And then it happened, and I was like, people know things. And then it was literally so funny, because it was like, Taylor did not give a shit. It was really fucking funny. Like, everyone was like, she's fucking depressed. And I'm like, she's actually been trying to tell you that, but different reasons. And then, like, she's the happiest she's ever been on tour. And it's just really fucking funny, because that just, like, obviously I've been back and forth on, like, is it real, is it not? But that just confirmed that it wasn't for me. I was just like, this is fucking jokes. But obviously she could just be having, like, a little, if it was real, like a little, no, I don't care, and then we'll have a breakdown later situation. I don't know. The Matty situation was probably a breakdown. But also that, like, wasn't real, because it ended as soon as people were like, no, he's evil. So they tried to fight back. And then, speaking of fighting back, like, the whole, like, Joe article situation, he doesn't let her shine. You know, that was fucking weird. And just that, the whole situation surrounding it was weird. And people were supposed to think it's weird. And I just spat, and I hope the camera didn't pick that up. Like, even Swifties now are, like, starting to look at old albums being like, and I'm like, fucking, where have you been? Why do you take things at face value? I know you want to trust people. I get it. You want to trust your gal. But brain. The Swift-Run thing in the middle of all of this is quite possibly one of my favourite things to ever happen. Just the way she answered it, I'm just like, do you know what I mean? Like, just... Here it is, if no one saw that. I don't know where you've been if you haven't, but yeah. There were also more articles and things about Gala and, you know, sort of things, sort of hinting at the possibility of, like, oh, maybe she could have a girlfriend next. Do you know what I mean? Like, little trickles of it being normalised in, you know, I look like a fucking berries and cream. I'm not going to talk about, like, all the Carly things that people have been talking about, because I'm not a late stage Kayla, I'm not, and if you believe that, cool, go for it, have fun, but it's just not the vibe here. But if you want to look into it, get into it. Apparently, you know, there's been coincidences. But Carly Corner is closed for good. Okay. Tour continues to be a treat. We've had some unhinged fucking pairings, like Ivy and fucking Call It What You Want being the most recent one. Are you okay? Are you alright? She's also been avoiding Reputation like the plague until recently. But Ivy, which apparently was also on fucking something to do with Emily Dickinson and Sue. It was like the anniversary of, like, Sue's marriage or something. And then obviously Call It What You Want. Carly, what you want. I just said I'm done with Carly, but you know the fucking vibe. She's still around. Like, she's still around in Taylor's head. Like, and obviously we spoke about the visuals, but we've also been getting, oh my god, I just had a really, fucking that new Tom Holland fucking TV show where his hair looks fucking, my hair looks like that right now. Well, it's over. Okay. We've had some instances where, there'll be lesbian couples or something, and Taylor was sort of like observing, and, making sort of, what's the word? Yearning gestures, or shall we say. You can see it in our eyes, I would link them, but they're lost in the sea of TikTok. But I think one was doing it all too well. But there's been a couple. But long story short, yeah. So it's a very conflicting time at the moment, And she's definitely been hanging around with boy juniors too much. I know Phoebe has a boyfriend, right? I know Phoebe's with Bo Burnham, right? Okay. The energy is there, guys. We need it. I'm just, I feel like that, like, they're both annoying in a fun way. Like, we need that. Also, give us the Julian Baker picture. Where is it? We want that we have Lucy. Come on. But anyway, she keeps wearing Phoebe necklaces, and I'm like, that's cute. I support this. Anyway, sorry. That was a personal want. Right. But no, we've been getting lots of pictures of her going to the studio recently. The fucking most recent ones, guys, with the hats and the you know the ones. Are you fucking alright? I had to send it to like 47 different people to be like, are you fucking seeing what I'm seeing? Are you that is fucking lesbian. Are you anyway? So whatever the fuck she's recording, I don't know if she's still doing re-recordings or whatever. I'm so scared, you guys. Because I'm like, she hasn't got Joe anymore. She hasn't got a fucking beard to write about, This is uncharted territory. Oh, also on tour, you've got this whole, like, hairpin theory situation of where, when she does The Last Great American Dynasty, how do I'm English, with the hairpin on Rebecca's, like, hair, like, is progressively, like, coming undone, and then sometimes it'll be up, and I'm like, what does it mean? Because obviously it means something. It's not just a fucking hairstyle, because it's Taylor Swift. And if it doesn't mean anything, it's her fault that we think it does. But people do think she's going to come out, and people have been thinking she's going to come out since the dawn of time. So I don't know where I stand. And the Betty speeches are getting progressively gayer, being like, these characters are actually my life, and I'm like, wow, who could have told you that? Do you know what I mean? So basically, she's being a bit more honest, and it kind of seems like, and she's sort of taking ownership of Betty now, whereas apparently she wrote it with Joe. My mum's coming up the stairs. But it seems like she's kind of like, fuck, why did I do that? Because now she's like going back on it, and I'm like, yeah, babes. But long story short, what's going on again? And I've said long story short again. Is that the theme? It's the theme. Her Pride speech was a little lackluster, but we take it. Do you know what I mean? We take it. I do wish you would speak up more about, the fucking hellscape that's going on in America right now. Considering ally, allegedly. And of course, it's not her place or whatever, whatever you want to argue back or whatever. But But when you say you're going to, and when you're supposedly very supportive of this stuff, and it just seems a little weird that she's so quiet on it. And I'm sure it is from a fucking career point of view, which is selfish, but as a millionaire, billionaire, soon to be, what do you expect? Do you know what I mean? It's cool. Obviously we got hits different on Spotify now. I'm unsure. I think it's plausible deniability again. The dream girl line, you know? It's a tough one. But when she sang it live, I was like, okay. Okay. Fuck! I didn't even fucking say. You know when she sang Dear John and was like, be fucking nice, bitch, about who my songs are about or whatever the fuck. I was like, exactly. Tell them. She doesn't care that people think she's gay because there's nothing wrong with that. I'm sorry, it's been a while. I haven't spoken about any of this to anyone in a while, so just... Guys, I'm autistic, by the way. If you were wondering, yes, I got the diagnosis. Makes sense now. But I did kind of feel like she was addressing, you know, obviously it was about like the whole Jake Gyllenhaal shit went too far, and then Swifties making it about men, and they are going to do that with Speak Now as well, because obviously you can't do anything in life without it being centered around men. But I do like to think there was a little nod to the gaylers in there, but then again, people have been getting doxxed and shit for years, and speaking of Speak Now, it looks like we could get some fucking gay shit on there. What the fuck are those No, because obviously I will not speak because they'll probably end up being like the most straight songs ever, which there's nothing wrong with that. What the fuck is it? It's like When Emma Falls in Love or some shit like that. I can't even fucking remember. But why are you writing about girls as a girl? But also, guys, I'm going to need you to fucking pray for me because pre-sale is coming up in 6 days. And if I don't get tickets, it's over. It's over. I'm doing fucking surveys for it, guys. That's how serious it is. I'm trying to think. I know loads of like little things have happened, but like... obviously, I don't know, nothing like, do you know what I mean? Do you remember when everyone thought she was going to bring a book out and then it turned out to be BTS? That was really funny. Long story short, again, my sister's having a baby, I'm autistic, Taylor Swift is gay. I think that's about it. Also, that picture of Joe Alwyn with fucking Brokeback Mountain. Exactly. But thank you everyone who has stuck with me, continued to subscribe, and there's new people here, you know. Hello, new people. Thank you for binge watching. Sorry for being so flaky. You know when YouTubers used to be like, it's so hard, I need a break. I was like, it used to be like, shut the fuck up. And I know I'm not like a massive YouTuber, but like, recording a video, guys, it's literally so like embarrassing. Like, I actually hate myself afterwards, and like it is hard. But I will try. It's just I was becoming like disillusioned with it all, and then Joe's gone, and then it was just fucking weird since then. It feels like we've been in like a weird time fucking vortex since then. So let's see what happens. Hopefully we'll get more gay fucking pictures. Yeah.